streaming tech, so I'm not sure how it works. I have not enough time to train, I'll be honest. And if something goes wrong, please pardon me. I will learn it properly and train properly by the next time. So the goal of the topic today, and by the way, before we move on, just to make sure, because this stuff is a bit new for me, different software, and I can see some stuff behind me which I need to remove. Hope you don't hear how it moves around. So today we're going to talk about something that we've been constantly asked about: automation and optimization. Why we have two different names, how it works, and what do we and Interest plan to do about it. And we'll not talk about RedTrack, we'll talk about actually digital marketing, media buying, and managing these processes. So before we move on, please let me know you can hear me well and you can see my screen. And meanwhile, I'll try to go to my helper here and see what other people see. So give me a sec, please. And if you can type, yes, we can hear you, that would be awesome. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, looks like I'm live, seeing myself on my cell phone with some delays. So hope the experience is better for you. So let me then proceed to screen share and start showing you the slides for the topic today and just explain the difference between automation and optimization. I'm switching the slides. There is definitely a great delay with the streaming. So let me see if the slides are visible. And they're not. Wow. Hold on. Let me cover half screen cinema thumbnails. Okay, and now you can see my screen. Good. And this is the main screen. And I want to make this one. Okay, good. So finally, I figured out how it works. Great, let's proceed with the topic. So automation versus optimization. Why are we talking this about? Because there is a very basic truth about doing digital marketing campaigns. And the amazing fact about this truth that in just 3 years from now, the book where it was described for the first time will be 100 years old. You will be surprised that everything we do for most of our media buying campaigns, all the experiments, all the changes, all the tracking, all the decisions were described 100 years ago. This book is free. I strongly suggest you go out, find it, read it. It's amazing. And we'll make sure we post a link to this book in the comments to those videos. And yeah, please tell me if you was surprised by the book. So why we're talking about this? Because it was very complex 100 years ago, but it's rather easy to do it now. The difference, at least in our opinion, between optimization and automation is that optimization is making changes across all the traffic sources that are driven by decisions that probably fall outside of your influence. You just set the final KPI and have zero control over the actions that are being done by the system, while automation is something different, also serves the same goal, when the changes also happen automatically, but they follow the strict rules that are set by you. So in terms of optimization, you set the goal, and robots, machine learning, AI, whatever you want to call it, they do the job for you. With automation, you set the rules, and the system would do exactly the same what you would do following the rules you would set. Sounds very similar, but they are different, and we'll try to talk about it. So, speaking about automating media buying, because there are quite a few things that you do manually, that you just cannot set rules for it, and that robots will do it for you. No, you need, KPIs for it, and robots will do it for you. No, you need to set up the rules, how some things will happen, and how complex is the tasks. Are the tasks. So in our experience, when we talked with all our users, there are three types of activities: campaign creation, campaign optimization, and campaign reorganization. And you know what? I trust in human mind more than in any artificial intelligence. So I think the first two, they require active human participation. Yeah, you can just cut and paste them across different traffic sources, but to design the campaign, to pick up right creatives, to pick up targetings, to pick up flows, funnels, whatever you need, this is where humans are best. Then delivery can be optimized, but the campaign design is that what we do. And especially when it comes to affiliate marketing, to affiliate media buying, with so many things going on, it's the exact skill of a great affiliate to design such a campaign. Now, and same would be said about campaign reorganization, because it's basically you have something, you either kill it and start from scratch, or you make significant changes. It also should be done by humans. Now, between those two very important steps, two things are happening: daily micromanagement. And out all of these tasks that happen on a daily basis, they're basically four: blacklist placements that are not performing, pause crates that are not performing, manage bids and it's not in the list yet, and then pause campaign itself because it's not working. Why it's like pause blacklist most of the times? Because those changes are important to prevent you from losing money. Campaign creation, campaign reorganization, those two steps are important to help you get more revenue. Blacklisting placements, pausing campaigns, removing creatives actually prevent you from losing revenue. They stop something that is not working. And you can easily set the rules. This is not working if my earnings per click is less than X. What's left for the system is to pause the placement, pause the campaign if the criteria is met, and this is something automation in the first step should be about. Because then you can go to sleep, rest assured that if something goes wrong, you will not lose the money. Then you wake up, you will reorganize the campaign and make sure it delivers towards the goals. So, why we started with the word management in the very beginning? Because managing campaigns is actually possible through making changes. There is no other way to manage something. You make change, the result changes. So management is about making changes. But to make a decision on those changes, you need to have a quality data. And by quality, we mean consistent, real-time, accurate, and so on and so forth. And this is just an example of the data that you may have towards one particular goal. And it may be actually more complex than this. So, do you need an ad tracker for managing campaigns? I would say no, because honestly, you have couple of campaigns, Google, Facebook, couple of offers, and you can manage it easily. You have more campaigns, you hire some virtual assistant, you scale your team, and you can still manage it. What happens if you need to, and even more so, sorry, I missed this part, a lot of tools, Google, Facebook, they have amazing, I would say, automation tools that help you actually get more results of what you need. But should you trust those tools only? I think no, because the traffic source, each particular traffic source, it cares about your spend. It cares about the budget with the particular traffic source. Now, you as a business, as a media buyer, you care about your overall performance. So trackers are actually tuned to your goals, not to the goals of your traffic sources. Because the goal of the tracker is to provide you uniform, consistent data across all your traffic sources, so you know where you need to invest more, where you need to invest less. Whatever a particular traffic source says, you see a holistic view of all your performance with a net tracker. And that's a bigger slide, that when there is consistent data across all traffic sources in one place like a net tracker, then you can actually have quality decision that is not biased toward a particular traffic source, but will be uniform across all sources that drive your traffic. And you know what? The trackers were not exist until recently, because the data on media buying is so huge that not many tools can process it. And all of you that deal with self-hosted trackers, you know that, well, usually in some 30 to 45 days, you need to clean up the database just to make space for the new data. Otherwise, it just stops working. And that's why a lot of in-cloud trackers, they have limits on the volume of data you have, on the time this data is stored, because they need to process and compute all the data. But at least they can. And the bigger the length of the data, the better will be the quality of your decisions. And these probably are the challenges that trackers are solving, but I don't need that, unless you have questions about it, they are of any particular interest. So the mission of a tracker and all the future trackers and all the future of automation is what you see on your screen. It's, first of all, automate recurring tasks, so that when you do your media buying, when you do a tracking, you can focus more on things that humans do best: being creative, being innovative, and you can leave routine, repeated, recurring operations to robots that running from trackers. And this is the way of the technology. And you'll see a lot more tools with automation features appearing in whatever you call trackers. Right now, there is a bunch of, and I probably can tell that next year this count will double. And that's great, because it gives you more options. So those of you who follow us for quite a long time know that we talked about this automation some time ago. And what I want to do now is show you the progress that we did with automation. Just one slide to give you an idea that it's not only like about the future, it's not only about something that will happen, it actually works and across multiple tools. So let me train with this new software, and I'll stop screen sharing. Welcome back. You can see me on the full screen, and I will do it again. And here we go. I have no idea where I have. Okay. You should see my screen now. I hope it works fine. And this is what you can have, for example, in RedTrack. Things that you do, and yep, we should put a checkbox for Outbrain that was released, I think, yesterday. So traffic sources that you use on a daily basis. And more are coming. Now you don't see my screen, I think. Let me try again. Now you should see my screen. Good. Let me repeat. So these are traffic sources for RedTrack, and you can find different traffic sources across different tools. And this is how we see the future, where your traffic is coming from, so your media buying activities. Boom. And at the moment, the most repetitive, recurring daily actions that do not require much thought, but require a lot of manual actions, like update costs, blacklist placements, pause campaigns. And yeah, like I said, we have also update costs for Outbrain, and it's not showing that we also have conversions post back for Facebook, for Google, etc. And this is just the top of the iceberg, because besides those rules, you can also set up alerts for any traffic source that it will at least notify you that the action is required. So again, instead of recurrently going through your stats, checking them, drill down into performance of each particular placement, you set up an alert, a webhook to a system. And when something needs to be blacklisted, you know about this immediately. Or for those tools that support it, yep, you just create a rule and it will do it for you. And especially about the campaigns. Like I said, we call it good night rest, because you know that you can safely go to bed, you can keep running your campaigns at full pace, and if something will go wrong, according to your KPIs, the rules you set, you will not lose money, because the robots will pause the campaign and let you know what they did. And in the morning, you'll wake up, you'll see the alert, you'll go in, and you will make those needed changes. So going back to the stream and switching off to this video, see, I'm getting better with this new tool. So what we did today, we talked about automation in media buying, and that for us, automation is actually making sure that all recurring manual changes that you do on a daily basis can be done according to rules you set automatically. And I hope you like this brief topic. We will spend Christmas time that is coming next week, and the New Year time to work on new streams, on more topics. We'll plan to talk about SSLs, we plan to talk about click IDs, plan to talk about first and third party cookies, with all the changes that will hit the market when Google Privacy Sandbox will kick in. So if you have any other questions that you'd like us to talk about, just ask us them right now in the stream, or maybe later in our Telegram channel, or send us an email with the topics you want to us talking about. Because for these streams, we try to stay as far from RedTrack as the track itself as possible and talk more about the market, the needs, and the solutions. And right now, we again managed just to take it up to 20 minutes. That seems to be our goal and our standard. We covered automation in media buying, starting with the book that is almost 100 years old. And now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope that I can see those questions in this new tool. Okay, good. I knew the topic is boring, and so no questions. That's why we will talk about, I think, tracking domains and SSL certificates and how they impact your performance next time. If you want to talk about something else, please let me know. I'm here for a couple of more minutes to see if there will be any questions, and happy to answer them. And while you do, I'll stay silent. Okay, good. So, no other questions for now. Fair enough. Thank you for your attention. This was Vlad from RedTrack. It was our live stream number 9. We're talking about automation in media buying. And thank you. You can watch us on YouTube. The link to the book will be on our YouTube channel. Feel free to download it. And see you next time on our next stream. Probably not next week, but very soon. Take care.